Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski of DOstampingWithDawn.com, and I'm here with another How'd She Do That video. And take a look at this cute little bag. I'm calling it a bunny bag, and it actually uses the product and supplies that come with the paper pumpkin kit from May of 2015 called the Birthday Bundle. This card too, with these cute little flowers, also used stamped images from that same set. So let's get started. So first let's talk about what you get in the paper pumpkin kit. Typically there's always a stamp set, a stamp and spot, one or two, and of course the supplies to actually make the card or the projects. Now with this particular kit, you got enough supplies to make 6 of these cards and 4 of these cute little bags, and they're fairly large, these bags. They have a see-through window, has these kind of balloon shapes on it, and tags. Let me talk about that. So there's some die-cut tags and these circles and these banners, and you get 2 sheets of these, so there's almost always leftovers in any kit that you get. So that's the general supplies that you get. The one thing that I didn't mention was that included in each of the paper pumpkin kits is actually some instructions. They're easy to follow with photos and brief instructions as well. So this included instructions to make both the card and the bag. But the instructions for what I'm going to show you today, using, we're going to start with the cute little bunny bag. You're going to find those on my blog at DOstampingWithDawn.com, and I'll leave a link in the video description below. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to do is cut this flap off. Now how I kind of came to this cute little idea of the bunny bag is when I first looked at this, I went, oh, these look like ears. So how can I make some cute little kind of punch art critter with those ears? So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to trim this off. It's using my paper snips to do that. So as you can see, the back side of this is white, and that's what we're going to use here. See how that covers up those balloon ends and makes it look like ears. So we'll do that real quick. And there we go. There's our bunny face. Alright, now the next thing that you want to do is you want to take one of the balloon die cuts and you want to cut that in half. Actually, I'm cutting it, if I line it up in my paper trimmer, this is the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer, and with this edge here where the white meets the gray edge, that's roughly about 1/4 inch, and then you'll just trim it there. You'll get 2 pieces, but we only need 1 for this project. This is what it looks like, and so we'll save this one for another project, and then this will go here, and see how that's going to cover up those 2 spaces there. Alright, now I'm going to not put quite as much adhesive right towards the edge here, and because we're going to tuck his eyes right underneath there. So let's talk about the eyes. Now I used from a card base, this is just a partial card base, but I just punched out some circles. So I punched 2 circles with the 1 3/8 and 1 with the 1-inch circle. Now if you flip it over, obviously you can get white. So that's the beauty of where we can get some white pieces out of these colored pieces. In addition, I used the 1-inch punch with some scrap paper of black, and that's how we got his eyes. Alright, we'll just do this, and we're gonna, like I say, we're gonna tuck them under here, just lift a little bit, and I did end up overlapping the eyes just a little bit together there, if you can see how I did that. See how they overlap just a little bit. Okay, so let's work on the nose. So the nose, he needed some whiskers. So I got that black scrap paper out again, and I've just cut this with our fringe scissors. So you just do that by just doing this. And then this is way more than I needed, so I'm just going to cut them right off, and I get as many whiskers as I want there. Now if you don't have the whisker scissors, these are about, I would say, 1/8 of an inch wide, maybe a little bit bigger. Alright, so we're going to work on the back side of this and get quite a bit of adhesive there. And I'm going to put just a couple on each side. Okay. And then you'll want to use those foam dots that come with your kit, and you'll put one on the back side here. Pull that off. And you've got the cutest darn bunny. Isn't that adorable? Now, you could play with his whiskers, maybe move them down a little bit more, however you want. But there, that's looking pretty good there. All right. Now, when you put in the tissue paper, his ears are going to pop a little bit more so you can see him better. Just like that. There you go. Cute. I just love the way that turned out. So then you still can put your thread through there and add your tag, you know, like the finished one here. So I did do the stamping that comes with the kit on there. And there you go. He's so cute and really came together very quick. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will show you my tips on the flower card next. Alright, so here's that cute little flower card. It's made with the balloon image from the stamp set and the Island Indigo ink. And in addition, you're going to need one of the card bases. We're actually going to use this side, so the back side will be that diagonal. And then you'll need a piece of Whisper White. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. I've pre-stamped the image, the happy birthday image already, and we're going to work on the flowers. Now, because I own all the colors in the larger pads, I'm just going to use the larger pad for this project. Now, underneath here I have what's called the Stamp and Pierce mat, and I do recommend that for when you're stamping with the photopolymer. So if you're feeling like you're not getting complete full images, you might want to consider getting one of those. Now, the kind of stamping that we're going to do here is going to come off the paper. It's called kind of stamping off the edge. And so I do want to protect this so I'm not getting ink all over it. I'm just putting down pieces of grid paper. We carry this as well, but you can just use scratch paper too. So let's go ahead and get our balloon inked up nice. And I'm going to start over here. Now, and like I said, notice how I'm coming off the paper. I might not be able to see that quite as nicely. There you go. And then I'm going to do this 5 more times. And I'm not too worried that everything lines up perfectly, but let me give you some tips. Let's come in closer. And you can really see how I'm lining this up. So see how the edge of that balloon, and then I'm overlapping it ever so slightly right in there. That's how I'm doing it. But I'm sure that you can come up with ways to do it as well. And if you want to stamp more than 6 or less than 6, you can do that to create your flowers. So I'll just keep going to finish this one off. But boy, I was so giddy when I made this, and it came out exactly the way that I thought about it in my mind. That doesn't always happen. See how they come together really nice. So I do kind of recommend 6. It's a nice little, isn't that cute? I just love the way it turned out. So you'll continue making as many as you want on there. I felt like 3 was a nice one, a nice count. So I put 1 up here, a partial one, like you can see here, and a partial one down in the corner there. So now to finish this off, so then you could leave it with this right here. This is kind of a cute little pattern, isn't it? But I did go ahead and add some Daffodil Delight circles. Now this is a 3/4 inch circle punch. So I'll just do that. And that finishes off the flower. So there you go. You would just use some adhesive and add it to your card. Just like that. So I hope you enjoyed that. I really had fun making, especially the flower one. But though I have to admit, this is such a cute little bunny. He's adorable. So I hope you enjoyed that. Be sure to stop by my blog at DOstampingWithDawn.com for lots more creative ideas. Like I said, I'm going to have the instructions to make these cards on there. Now, when you're subscribers with me, with my Paper Pumpkin subscription, when you join that, you will be sent on a monthly basis this PDF that includes additional projects because I have joined with other demonstrators, and we do an exclusive kind of a bonus to our subscribers each month. And there's usually 8 to 10, sometimes more projects for you to use your kit supplies from. So I hope you consider joining with me. I'll leave a link for that as well. And actually, there's a couple days left. Tomorrow is the last day. Is it tomorrow? No, the next day, Wednesday, June 10th is the last day to sign up with Paper Pumpkin and get 2 months for the price of 2. Now that's June 10th, 50% off for 2 months. So I'll leave a link for that as well. So thanks for stopping by.